Hi everyone, Sheree here. Today I'm going to be creating a layout featuring the beautiful August scrapbooking add-on kit from Citrus Twist Kits. And as you can see, there's lots of beautiful things included in this kit. One of my favorite things would have to be these floral thickers. Absolutely gorgeous. And there's lots of beautiful papers in here as well. Loving these Pink Fresh stickers, the chipboard flare, and there's also the puffy stickers from Sweet Story, Maggie Holmes. And there's the Simple Stories Colour Vibe Foam Alpha stickers in that robin's egg colour. Love that colour. Some of the papers here are from Crate Paper, Fresh Bouquet. There's this book paper here. We've also got some, where are we? I believe these are Pink Fresh. There's a couple of Pink Fresh papers there. This one here with the cute little hearts on the back. But just so many beautiful things to choose from. The ephemera is also the Crate Paper Fresh Bouquet, and there are so many lovely things included. Love those florals. So looking at all those florals really made me think of sort of wedding type photos, and I can't believe I've never ever scrapped one of our wedding photos. So I dug one out and printed it out, and I'm going to be using that on my layout today. I'm thinking of going with a touch of yellow, perhaps even a hint of this one with some white cardstock. So I'm thinking those will be going together, and I'm definitely using some of these florals on it today. So I'm ready to get started. I'll pop you on fast forward and show you how I'm going to put this one together. Okay, so I've got pieces of that yellow Pink Fresh paper that I'm sticking down either side of the page. They're about 1 inch wide. And I did cut some strips from that Heidi Swap striped paper. However, I thought this floral Crate Paper pattern paper would give a better contrast and suit my page a bit better. So I've got strips of that to be tucked underneath each side of the yellow pieces there. And then I'm going to grab my sewing machine and add some stitching down each side of the page there on that yellow pattern paper. And I'll also stitch around this floral tag. You can see there I've added that stitching. Alright, so now I'm just playing around with these other bits and pieces from the ephemera pack that was included in the kit. I've got this doily that was in the kit, cut that in half. I'm just tucking half of that doily underneath that bottom edge of that Days of the Week card. I've chosen those two floral thickers to use, and I've got these little tickets and the end of a tag. I'm just trimming those off because I only need a little piece of each poking out from underneath there. Alright, so just looking at what else I can add here. Definitely using that really pretty floral tag at the bottom. And I've decided on that memo card is going to be tucked in underneath the photo. Alright, so I'm just thinking what to do next. I've decided to stick my piece of doily down into place. So that's just going on there, making sure I've got it in the right place there. And I will also stick down this acetate piece. Now, just remember these acetate pieces do have a film of plastic on top, so remember to peel that off before you stick it down. Alright, so there's the Days of the Week card. I did add a row of stitching across the top of that card, and now I'm going to make it into a pocket. So I'm sticking it onto the page, and I'm going to add some stitching across the bottom, and I've also secured it just on either side at the top, so I will still be able to tuck the memo card in behind. So now I'm adding the ticket pieces and the end of that tag under the right hand side of that Days of the Week card. Just getting that under there. Alright, so my photo can now go onto the page as well, and I will grab my T-square rule just to make sure that is centered. Okay, so next up I've got those thickers, that beautiful florals, and I've decided to take the backing off of that pink floral because I do want to layer these together. So just getting rid of a little bit of that bulk. I did add a foam dot behind the top edge of that flower, and then the yellow thicker can go on top. So just making a little adjustment there, just moving that to the left a little bit. Really loving how this is turning out, those really pretty flowers. I've got this heart chipboard flare piece, just adding that to the side of the photo. And now I'm adding some twine to that pretty floral tag. So just tie a little bow, and then that can be positioned under the photo there. I'm just slightly layering it onto the bottom edge of that doily. Okay, so that's going on the page there, making sure that's centered. Alright, so I'm going to use the forever word as my title, but I did print out the words you plus me equals, and I'm going to just add that to the bottom of the tag there. So that's forming part of the title with that forever word. And I will grab my sewing machine and add some stitching to that as well. So that's done, just peeling the film off that forever word, and I'm going to staple that in place using my tiny attacher. I do apologize, it is off camera, but I'm just adding a staple to either side of the word there. Alright, so that's done. Now my memo piece was just a little bit too long, it wouldn't tuck in as far as I wanted it to, so I'm just going to trim off the bottom edge of that, and I will add some personal journaling to that piece a little bit later. So now I've got this butterfly. This is going to finish off the page. I've peeled the film off that, and I'm just adding it to the page with a little bit of double-sided tape, and then I'm going to grab my sewing machine and secure it in place with a little bit of stitching. So I'll give you a closer look at that. You can see the stitching on the butterfly there, those pretty florals, and I really love this floral tag at the bottom of the page. Alright, so I hope you've enjoyed seeing how I put this one together today using the August scrapbooking add-on kit from Citrus Twist Kits. I'll leave you with some close-up photos at the end here. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you again soon with another project. Bye for now.